Hey, how's it going, guys? Today we're back with another tutorial video, and today we're going to be looking at how to make an auto sorter. So as you guys can see, I've got one created right behind me, and this is a simple little design that is tileable. So I want to walk you through how to actually build one of these today. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you guys can see, how this is set up is you can actually put an item in a chest. It'll be distributed through a dropper, and it's going to come through the items or through the water stream, and then will get picked up by one of these hoppers. And anything that does not belong in those hoppers will end up in one of these chests at the end. So it's a simple little design, and so what we're going to do is we're going to look at the materials needed for one tile of this. So top here is everything that you need to lock the hoppers and to actually make that little setup. And everything on this second line is everything to create the dropper system. So let's go ahead and pull everything out so we can start with the dropper. So to start with, we're going to start with one block. And I started 3 blocks up high just so you guys can see everything and I don't have to dig out the ground. So you guys can put this on whatever layer that you guys want. But to start off with, we're going to start with our initial block. We're going to put a temporary block right here for our hopper to go on, or not our hopper, but our dropper. Then what we're going to do is we're going to make like a 5 pattern. And this is going to be what we actually put our redstone on. And so on the back side, you're going to place 1 right here and then 2 right here. From there, you need a comparator facing in towards the dropper, just like so. You need a redstone dust, a redstone dust, a redstone dust, and then a repeater right here with 1 click. That way it just won't get over the top with your materials getting dropped out too fast. So we can actually test this right now and see how it gets distributed right back out. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a hopper on top and go from there. Now what you guys could also do is you could have a water stream or a water elevator take all these items up and get distributed into one of these hoppers instead of putting a chest up there like that. So now if we put an item in here, it'll get dropped back out again. So from there, what we're going to do is we're going to end up putting a water block right here, but what I recommend doing is going 3 blocks out. So 1, 2, 3, and this is where you're going to start your first hopper. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So what you need to do is put a temporary block right here, and your first hopper is going to go in there, and you're going to drop down and put a chest in here, just like so, and then your next hopper right here, so it connects up. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to 1, 2, 3, and in the middle here, we're going to place down like a little T, and then we're going to place another block there. So that's essentially what you should look like. Now we will be placing something right there, so I'm going to make it white just so you guys can see. From there, what we're going to need to do is have a comparator facing inward to our hopper, our first hopper. Redstone, redstone, redstone. A repeater going into this block, and then actually a redstone torch, which I seem to have forgotten, so I do apologize about that. And right there, and that is the first part of our tileable auto sorter. So we're going to repeat this 3 more times all the way down. So once we've done that, now what we need to do is take these temporary blocks off. Otherwise, you can't actually open the chest. Now what you could do as well is actually put a staircase. Any staircase or transparent block that would work, and you can just place it up like that. And you'll still be able to open your chest if you don't want to look at the hoppers. But we're not going to worry about that right now. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to do what we need to do to actually make these hoppers locked. So to do this, you're going to need a full stack of your blocks, and then you're going to need some temporary blocks. And my temporary blocks are going to be these slabs. So what we're going to do is we're going to place 4 slabs right here, and we're going to place a full stack. And what you'll notice is all of these blocks start to, well, not all of them, but just the first block starts to go down, and it will stop at 41. That's exactly where it should be stopping. Now, I used cobblestone slabs just because a lot of times I've got excess cobblestone and slabs laying around, so it's really easy, and I don't really ever need to auto sort slabs, so this is just a great thing that it won't get caught up in the system. So we're going to do this all the way down again, and make sure you start with your slabs first, okay? Now, I've made mistakes multiple times and tried to pull my hair out because I didn't understand why my auto sorter was not working, and it's because I didn't start with the slabs first. Now, alternatively, you could also start with and have 11 slabs on each here, and that what would end up happening is there would only be one of these items left in here. Now, you'll also notice one item always stays in this bottom hopper, and the rest get distributed into your chest. So that is our auto sorter right there, and now what we need to do is create the water stream. And before we actually do the water stream, what I want to do is have an overflow chest just in case. You never know. If there's an item that gets sorted in and it's not actually in your auto sorter, it'll actually be put to the back here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a hopper at the very end going into a chest. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place glass all the way around here. And I like to place one right here on top, just so when the items get distributed out, they're not falling all over the place. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, all the way down. Just like so. Then we're going to come in, and we're going to grab our water bucket, and we're going to place our water bucket down here. And it's going to flow all the way to the end here. And so now, if we go ahead and take all of our items out. And now what we can do is we can take all of our items and put them into this hopper, and they will start to be distributed out. As you can hear, the hopper's going out, and if I'm not standing right there, I won't pick them up. But notice how they're all getting put out and being sorted in correctly. We'll notice they're getting put up, all the sand is. And that's how you make an auto sorter. Now, with the water only being able to go 8 blocks, you might be thinking, how do I expand this even more? So let me go ahead and show you guys how to do that. So I've gone ahead and retiled all of these down here so you guys can see it again. And now what we're actually going to do is we're going to put a sign in right here. Just like so. We're going to take this hopper out, and what we're going to do is we're going to put packed ice right here. And the reason why we're putting ice in right there, and specifically packed ice, is because that way what's going to happen is our item is going to come down that water stream and shoot past the ice and go fast and connect into a water stream that we're going to put right here. And then we're going to have our other output chest right there. Now, we're using packed ice instead of regular ice because packed ice does not melt under any kind of light or near any kind of light source, so it's ideal for this kind of build. So now that we've got our excess chest there, what we're going to do is we're going to put our water in here, and it's going to come flowing all the way down. And so we can actually test this now by putting in our white concrete. It's going to flow down just like that, and I'll do it one more time for you guys. I'm going to put our ice in. It's going to flow out, and it's going to push through that ice and then get thrown down. And now, if we had another item or ice or white concrete to be picked up in any 4 of these hoppers, and we can actually extend this down even more, just because we don't have the dropper down there taking up 3 spaces. You can expand this another 3 and then do the same thing with the ice. But our excess chest picked up all the items that weren't picked up, and then it's completely tileable, and you can make turns and everything the same way as you just did this, except this would be turned 90 degrees. One of the very last things what I recommend you guys do is put item frames and put the items that are actually in those chests above the chest, so it's a lot easier for you guys to tell what's in that chest. Just a fun little fact there. And that's how you guys make an auto sorter. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and make sure you subscribe for more. Go ahead and like this video as well, and leave a comment down below. If you have any questions or something's not working, leave a comment as well, and I'll do my best to get back to you guys and try to help you guys out with that.